Welcome to episode 11 of Teach Me Tiger.
Hi, Tiger.
Teach me, Tiger, how to kiss you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Help me, Tiger, I don't know what to do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take my lips, they belong to you. But teach me first, teach me what to do. Welcome to Teach Me Tiger podcast, a mini-sode.
We're your favorite neighbors.
Melody Starkweather.
And Sarah Wright. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome to Teach Me Tiger podcast.
Mini-sode.
So last time we were on, we said that this episode would be about chickens, but we lied.
Because
Suckers.
we tricked you. Suckers. We punked you. We're Ashton Kutcher.
America's
Next top
America's got punked.
model.
Punk model. America's
Next punk model.
top punk eye.
Queer eye. Punk eye for the lame guy. Okay.
Anywho.
Back on track.
Yes, we're not going to talk about chickens.
No.
So we'll do chickens next time.
Next time.
Next time will be educational. It's just summer, so
in
crazy.
the summertime when I hit a in the summertime when I hit a do. It's fucking crazy. We ain't got no time.
We ain't got no time.
Ain't got no time.
I'm on week 3 of family visiting and staying at my house.
Mm-hmm. Like nonstop, 3 weeks.
That's right.
Yeah.
Including my brother who moved back from France, which is really exciting.
Pew pew. Oui.
But it was just a little too crazy to think we could record a whole episode and edit it by this coming Thursday, which is in just a couple days.
Too crazy.
Too crazy. And Sarah's got all kinds of stuff going on.
Should be crazy.
You all do too. And there are a couple of people I've talked to lately who have told me that they're not caught up yet on the episode. So I was like, that leaves us some wiggle room.
I love wiggle room. You need some room to wiggle, I always say. Always.
I got the wiggles. Oh my God, can I tell something really embarrassing about my husband?
Yes. Ew. Yes.
Please. So when he was young, like say 4 to 7 or so, right around the time that kids really start to discover their penises and that it feels good touching them, he would basically hump. There's an ottoman that he really liked in the living room that he would sort of hump and rub up on, and his mom would say, "Oh, Chris, stop wiggling.
Stop wiggling."
Oh, he's got the wiggles.
He just got a bad case of the wiggles. Oh, yeah. Chris is going to love this being told to all of our fans.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Just picture my husband humping an ottoman. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, Sarah, what's up with you? How you doing?
Good. We're getting ready for our first annual family vacation. We're going camping for a couple days, but we're going to this place. It's called Skycroft, and it's more like we're glamping. Like, I was like, you know what? I don't want to fucking go camping because let's be real. Who's going to do all the packing? Who's going to do all the organizing? Who's going to do all the fucking shit? It's this guy. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to do that. I want to relax. Go to it when you want to go to it.
You still have to do that stuff, though, don't you?
Yeah, but like less. So we've rented a pop-up trailer thing. So it's like this little thing. You hook it on the back of your truck. And then you go boo-boo. And then there's like 2 beds pop up. A table turns into a bed. It's like a fucking transformer for sleeping inside.
Nice. And does it plug in?
That shit plugs in. It's got a mini fridge. That was my biggest thing. was I wanted a mini fridge because I don't want that fucking sloppy cooler, that sloppy third day cooler, floating hot dogs.
Oh, wet egg cartons.
Wet egg cartons. Yo, 3 a.m, fucking Saturday night, you got a mean case of the munchies. You reach in that cooler, you pick out a damp dog, and you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to do it. You're like a 12-pack of beer.
You reach in the cooler in your husband's trousers.
Trousers. Funny. Yeah, a damp, soggy wiener. Stick it in your mouth. Again, you're welcome. So yeah, fuck it. I'm not doing that shit. Okay?
Nice.
So that's going to take a lot of the, like, stress. Like, we don't have to bring much.
You have beds.
Got beds and shit.
And you can pack, like, games and cards and craft supplies and
like, what if it's raining or nighttime? Or what if the burn band's still on?
Right.
I'm like, oh my God, Greg, what are we going to look at? Each other? Ew. We're going to watch our kids sleep? But, like, you need a fire. Fire's nature's Netflix. I just want to nature Netflix and chill. You know?
Yeah.
Have a soggy wiener. I can watch some flames.
Hey, something that I learned.
Tell me.
Well, glamping with my sister-in-law is that if you have Netflix on like an iPad, you can actually download the movies to your iPad.
I know this.
And then you can take it camping.
You can do it on your phone.
You can do it on your phone.
You can listen to comedy.
Wow.
We used to listen to comedy records as a family, but they were Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Speaking of comedy.
Yes.
And Bill Cosby.
Uh-huh.
So I watched the Hannah Gadsby special, Nanette. I've heard so much buzz about it, so we watched it last night.
Uh-huh.
She mentions Bill Cosby and how she grew up on Bill Cosby and based her early comedy on Bill Cosby.
Thanks, Bill.
But yeah, like everybody should go out and watch that.
Watch Nanette. Holy
I don't want to
shit.
spoil anything because I went into it not at all really knowing what to expect, just that people said everyone should watch it and it's groundbreaking. And it was that, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and you should watch it and have your mind blown.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
She's quite a funny lady, and she's very powerful and good at what she does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's one of my favorite parts of it is actually she says, I don't hate men. I'm not a man hater. Everyone always says that shit because I'm a lesbian or whatever. I don't hate men. I'm scared of men. If I'm the only woman in a room full of men, I feel afraid. And if you don't think if you think that's weird, men, you're not talking to the women in your life. Mm-hmm. And she goes on to explain why she's afraid of men. And it just fucking blew my mind to hear that shit out loud. Mm-hmm. Because we don't hear that. Women don't talk about that stuff out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. I listened to it. I did the Netflix thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I listened to it on my phone, and then I was standing in my kitchen bawling because I was just like so overcome and like touched and hearing your own story on like a Netflix special is really incredible.
Yeah.
And so I picked up the phone and I called our friend Justine, and she picked up the phone and I just said, "What do I do now? What am I supposed to do now?" I didn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah. My sister, when we finished it, she said, "I can't believe that got made." And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Good on Netflix.
Yay,
for
Netflix.
Putting that out. Yeah.
Thanks, Hannah Gadsby. Gadsby,
I believe.
I actually friended her on Facebook and wrote her a personal message that just said, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." So
Did you? I want to do that, Sarah.
She didn't respond.
Oh. What if we can we like dress up as her? Like, can we like
it's like super fan?
Yeah, like super fan out, like take pictures of ourselves dressed up as her. Yeah, like cosplay.
Cool.
And do you think she might respond to that?
I think she'll have a response to it.
Yeah.
Like maybe physical, like a chill, like a whole body chill. I don't know that she'll necessarily respond.
She won't want to talk to us necessarily.
No. Although we love it when our fans dress up as us. So
yeah,
if you want to be a stalker, if you want to like keep in touch through, casual notes left in the mailbox with cutout letters from magazines, that's cool. If you want to dress up as us, like steal our hair off our brushes, make a little doll.
Put the lotion on the skin?
But it puts the lotion on the skin. Go for it. Nobody loves a skin suit as much as this guy.
Except maybe this one.
Whoa!
No, don't do that.
Please don't do that. Oh my God. We'll call the fucking cops.
Ooh.
I'm so scared. How do we get here?
I don't know.
My kids save their hair. Do you know that?
Do they?
My kids all got haircuts recently at home. Home haircut.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's great. Yeah.
Thanks.
Sarah did a great job.
Someone actually said to me, I'm so glad to hear that they cut their own hair because that's pretty awful. And I was like, oh, what? Oh, they did. I cut their hair. Real. She thought, she misunderstood.
That they cut.
She thought Leon had cut his own hair, and she was like, oh, phew, I wasn't going to say anything, but like, whoa, that's a bad cut. I was like,
no.
Oh, fuck. No, it was all me. Yeah, but they make me save their hair.
Do they?
Yeah, so I have like jars and jars. I have like 8 jars under my bathroom sink filled with kid hair. I fucking do.
This reminds me of, I used to have a little jar. It was like a little artichoke jar.
Uh-huh.
You know, those cutie little ones full of my cat's dreadlocks. And I would have to cut them out of her fur, and then I would save them in this little jar for a future art project. Eventually, I made a little. So weird. I know, I made a little nest out of them.
You, when we first were hanging out, well, like not for, but whatever. At one point in our hanging out, you were like, "I'm gonna start making nests out of things," and you were saving hair.
I have some of your kids' hair somewhere, actually. Yeah. I might have tossed it by now.
You're gonna make nests.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
Creepy.
Yeah,
I like it though. I think. I don't know how
you should
I feel.
see some of the stuff I made in art school. I'm a little bit of a pervert. I'm kind of creepy. Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You're spooky. Which leads us to our next plug.
Yeah.
Plug it in, plug it in. Call us.
Oh, yeah. You guys. Okay. Listen, this is the first and last time I'm ever going to get stern with you listeners. We got a phone number.
Please call it.
And we asked you, we gave you an assignment.
We've asked you nicely once, twice, 3 times a lady.
For dating stories and ghost stories, people aren't calling.
Don't make us get serious. Mel looks spooky.
If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. I have to play the clip of you saying that. I saved it.
I said it?
You know that old saying, like, if mama's not happy, ain't nobody happy.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's the real one. I don't know why.
If mama ain't happy, nobody's happy.
That does sound like something I'd say. Because it's true.
Yeah, so call us. We were really hoping to do a couple of like listener-centric episodes. We thought that would be really fun, but we need to hear your voices. Or if you don't want your voice on air, you can send in a story and we'll read it out loud.
Yeah. Like, and it doesn't have to be like, just be like, yo, you know, one time I was pretty sure I saw a ghost. That's cool. You could leave that message.
One time I was on a blind date.
And he was a ghost.
Remember, we said if anyone dated a ghost, they get to come be a celebrity.
We'll give you a free hat.
Yeah, we'll give you a hat.
I'll give you a tote bag from another free tote bag I got from somewhere else.
I'll give you a tote bag from your independent grocer.
Perth. Yeah.
But seriously, call us.
Yo, what if you're like, one time I went on a blind date, it went super well, then I couldn't get a hold of my date, and then the next day I saw an old man and he was like, that's Shirley Anderson's been dead for 47 years. Ooh. And you're like, ew.
And then you're like, wait a minute, am I old?
Am I Shirley Anderson? Who's Shirley Anderson?
Shirley.
If your name's... don't call me Shirley. If your name's Shirley Anderson, can you call us?
Call us and leave us a message on our toll-free number, 1-833-832-2487, which is 1-833-TEACH-US.
1-833-TEACH-US.
Please. I am begging you.
Please.
Okay, so we haven't done a science facts with Sarah in a really long time. Okay. Wait a minute. Should we do a couple icebreakers before we get to science facts? Let's do it, right? Yeah, we never get to answer them.
Roll up your sleeves, pull up your socks, reach on into Melody's box. Icebreakers.
Do you want to reach in first?
I'm reaching into my own box. This reminds me of earlier today with my Diva cup, reaching on up there.
You a diva.
Okay, Sarah. Mm-hmm. Would you rather lose your left hand or your right foot?
Left hand.
You're right-handed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what if it was your right hand or your left foot?
Hand.
Really?
Fuck it. I want to walk. I could learn to use my left hand.
I'd lose a foot, for sure.
Really? But then you'd be in a wheelchair.
No, I'd get a prosthetic.
They can be really tricky. They can really, really hurt. They can cause severe pain and discomfort.
I mean, I'd lose my left hand. I'd lose my left hand, but not my right hand. No, it's really, and I don't even know about my left hand. I'm really a creator of things, and you
could use your hook.
I get a lot of, a lot of my self identity and sense of self-worth comes from creating things with my hands. And if I couldn't do that, I feel that I would spin into a deep depression. It would be really sad. Although some people paint with their feet.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I don't want to do that if I don't have to.
My left foot. I seen that movie, yo.
Not me.
Yeah, the person paints with their foot. It's crazy.
Cool.
So for me, I would then tie up my identity into my hook. And then that would be my identity. My secret identity. But it wouldn't be a secret because I'd tell everyone. They're nice to meet you. Got this hook. Shake it.
Shake my
hook. Don't break it.
Shake it, don't break it.
And I'd always pretend to lose my hand. I'd be that guy. I'd always be oh, I'm just going to shut this car door. And everyone would be I'm kidding. It's fine.
Be careful with car doors, you guys.
Yeah, they hurt. Yeah, life lessons. We had a friend over recently who's missing part of his finger.
From a car door?
No, from a jackhammer smushed it off.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was awesome because he was in the kitchen and Jacob was fucking around with the fan.
Yeah.
And I was don't fucking stick your fingers near the fan. It's super dangerous. And Jake wasn't listening to me and Niels was yeah, or this could happen to you. And he showed him his half finger and Jacob was holy shit. He's I lost my finger in a fan. And Jacob couldn't believe it. But it's not true.
Do you not know that not once, but twice in my life, I've been so excited that I threw my hands up into the air into a moving ceiling fan?
No. Did it ever happen in my house? I feel like it did.
It's possible I did it at your house once. I definitely did it as a teenager in my own kitchen.
Did you hurt your hand?
Just some light bruising. It hurt, but I didn't lose a finger.
That's great. What is one article of clothing that someone could wear that would make you walk out on a date with them? Oh, perfect for a dating episode.
Okay, one article of clothing
that someone would wear that would make you walk out on a date with them. What if they're wearing the same outfit as you? Oh my God, so embarrassing.
Okay, here's the thing. When I used to go on dates, I was definitely a style snob. I remember going on a date with one guy and I was man, he tucked his shirt into his pants and he had a belt and it wasn't ironic at all. And I remember talking to Liz Cooper, who's been on the episode.
It was tucked all the way around, not a French tuck?
Yeah. No French tuck. And she was listen, maybe he's a really nice guy. Maybe he was just trying to look nice for the date. And I'm yeah, but it was super nerdy and I didn't like it.
Not cool.
So I was I just can't. He's not stylish at all, and I can't handle it. So I would say
any article of clothing that sucks.
Yeah, if someone, any article of clothing that sucks. That's it. Yeah, if they look super nerdy in an unironic way, I'm not into it. Sorry, folks. Not for me.
Not for you.
What about you, Sarah?
Well, I have a funny little story to go with this. Actually, it could be part of our. It's a prequel to our dating epi. So I once went to Algonquin College and I was trying to show some gal pals how easy it is to pick up dates. I was guys, as a person with a vagina, you can just go and get a date. Trust me. It's not as hard as you think. And they were no way, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I was fuck this. Check it out. And I saw some cute guy with a mohawk. I'd never dated a punk rock looking guy.
Right.
He's super cute. Beautiful blue eyes. You know how I am about those blue eyes.
Yeah.
Fucking mohawk. Totally not my normal. He was wearing cool Doc Martens. He was cool looking guy, punk rock style. And he was reading a psychology book. And I was that's my guy. So I went and just sat down. I chatted with him for a few minutes. I left with his number. And I was we're going on a fucking date. Got his number. Cool. So then, like 2 days later, it was time for our date. And we were going to the concert of my ex-boyfriend's band. And all my friends would be there. All these people I knew would be there. Like hundreds of people I knew because I used to go to all these shows and stuff.
Right.
And he shows up to pick me up. And he's shaved his fucking mohawk off. So he's just bald. And he's not wearing... Like, he was wearing, like, a folded up white shirt and jeans and, like... You know, like British punk rock style.
Okay.
Came to pick me up, shaved head, shaved face, wearing a tie-dye shirt with a big pot leaf on it, and like baggy capri pants. It was like, ugh. Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Why did you switch who you were? Like, I was attracted by the cover, not the book. I'm not here to read the book, yo. So then I was so embarrassed. I had to take him. All these people were like, who's this fucking loser you're with his big pot leaf on his shirt? Like, fuck you.
Do you think he did it on a dare or something?
No, I think maybe I was dressed like,
he was trying to impress you.
Like, I think he thought, I don't know. I don't even know. Then things got weirder. The date was awful. And we went back to a friend's place because he wouldn't leave. He was like, "Oh, just come." And I was like, "Okay." And there was like no polite way to get rid of him. I mean, nowadays I wouldn't be so polite. I'd just be like, "Back off, loser." Then he slept over at the place and I had to sleep in a different... I was like, "Okay, I'm just going to go sleep in my friend's bed." And then he left and came back the next day with he rode a motorbike too. Okay? This was cool.
Okay.
He came back with the how to ride a motorbike book and he was like, "I bought this for you. I'm going to teach you how to ride my bike. Then I'll get you a motorbike." And I was like, oh my God. Stalker, cock blocker. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And then I had to avoid him. Like, he called and called and called until my mom had to, like, pick up the phone and be like, "You have to stop calling my daughter."
And that's why...
Don't listen to my dating advice.
Don't listen to Sarah's dating advice.
Yeah, I sure proved them wrong. It's super easy to get a date.
Okay, I just have to tell one more dating story. I went on some dates back in the day in the city. So I went out with this guy who your punk rocker thing reminded me because he was kind of like punk rock, kind of like metal,
cool,
kind of, which isn't really my thing, but
like it's fun to try it.
You know, he was kind of this and he was kind of shy. He was kind of like this mysterious guy. And then it turned out he had a crush on me at this party, and my friend like put us together, and I was like, "Cool, we'll go on a date." And then I was like, "I'm not so sure." I think I went out with him twice because I just wasn't really sure. But like after the second time I went out with him, he emailed me. This is before texting because I didn't have a cell phone. So he emailed me that he had a bath in the afternoon and woke up like late at night in the bathtub with a bottle of vodka. And I was like, "Oh God!" And then he let slip something about his oncologist, and I was like, "Oh my God." Not that there's anything wrong with cancer survivors, obviously, but it was just like,
this is way
you're
too
freaking
heavy.
me out, like super heavy, man. Like, oh, wait. Part of the reason why it was so crazy that he told me that he'd fallen asleep in the bathtub after drinking a 26 hour vodka is because when we went on our date, he wouldn't drink and told me that he doesn't drink.
Oh, weird. Mm-hmm. See, and that would have been like, "Oh, you don't drink? Cool, let's not date."
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to
The thing is, I drink heavily at the time.
Yeah.
This is how I talk to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, too heavy.
Too heavy.
So dating tips from me. If you want to impress me, dress effortlessly coolly.
And order a cool drink.
Buy me a couple drinks also because I'll like you more that way. And
beer goggles.
That's about it. Just like be cool and buy me drinks.
Yeah. That's like...
you hear that, Chris?
Friend advice. Dating friend advice. We recently had a friend date at the beach, and our new friend in the middle of the day was like super cash. He was like, "You guys want a glass of white wine?" We were like, "Oh my God, this one's a keeper." Yes. Holy shit, I want a glass of white wine in the middle of the day at the beach. Fuck.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sarah has been we haven't done a science facts with Sarah in so long. Right. And Sarah has been researching
dog pregnancies.
Is she? Isn't she?
Who knows? Not me.
Georgia.
My dog. Not me. I'm fucking not pregnant ever again. Whoops. That's my baby's here.
So, Sarah, resident scientist.
Yes.
Science facts with Sarah Wright.
Let me put my glasses on.
What are some ways in which you can tell if your dog is pregnant?
Well, it's tricky because there's this thing called false pregnancy. So if your dog is
I forgot about
not
that.
spayed,
it's
really hard to know if they're actually pregnant or false pregnant unless you actually get like an ultrasound or x-ray done.
Okay.
No pregnancy tests don't work for dogs.
Dang.
Don't waste your money. But some ways that you can tell they're pregnant and or false pregnant is what my dog's doing is lactating. Ew. Dog milk. So we're all drinking dog milk now. Save some coin, you know.
I heard it's really good for your skin.
Super good for your skin. Dog
It's
milk.
like the fountain
facial.
of youth.
And they get like lazy. They get morning sickness. They'll get extra like snuggly and cuddly. They'll start to like hoard toys.
Yes,
because if
I
they're
had a
their
dog that
puppies.
used to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. She would have babies and she'd get really protective over them.
Yeah, they like nest. They do nesting activities. But all of these things also happen with false pregnancy.
Right.
And with false pregnancy, the dog will even like put on weight, their nipples will get bigger, all this stuff. They'll even sometimes go into labor and have contractions.
Whoa.
So you just don't know till puppies don't come out. But I don't think she's pregnant.
Dang it.
I know. Now I want her to be pregnant.
I know, right?
I think she might be in heat. She was like humping a giant teddy bear the other day. Ew.
She had the wiggles, huh?
She just had a case of the wiggles. Science Dr. Sarah. The wiggles.
Woof.
Woof.
Cool. Well, that was fun.
Cool.
Now you guys won't forget us.
Never forget.
And
Yeah.
hey, listen, I was saying to Sarah, we have this recorder. I'm going to try to bring it to Blue Skies Music Festival. Phew. So if you would feel more comfortable giving us ghost and dating stories while totally hammered,
We'll be there.
we're going to be there with the recorder, people.
Find
We're
us.
going to take advantage of you when you're
TMT.
intoxicated, not like in a gross way, just in a getting your stories sort of way.
Yeah. Unless you... Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you ask me nicely.
Nothing.
Nothing. We love you. We'll see you next week.
See you in a couple weeks. Bok, 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 bok.
Chicken. Everything you need to know about raising, killing, eating.
We'll have some good science facts with Sarah on that epi too.
About chickens.
About chickens. Well,
Ovums.
ovums.
Ovum.
Ovi.
Ovai.
Remember,
It's a jungle out there.
Teach me, tiger, how to tease you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tiger, tiger, I wanna squeeze you. Whoa, whoa, whoa.